Here are all the contents of your bookbinding kits laid out. I will go into a quick look at the uses of these tools for bookbinding, but it will not be completely comprehensive. Here we have a bone folder. It is used to flatten out edges to a sharp crease. You may have used a pencil or other flat object to do this in the past, but a bone folder is a specific tool designed for that purpose. Here we have an awl. This can be used to make holes in the pages along the spine in preparation for sewing, both to make sure the holes are all aligned and so the sewing needle doesn't have to puncture the paper itself. Pushing a needle through too much paper is also difficult and somewhat dangerous, so with either method it's best to be careful and practice on some scrap sheets of paper before deciding which method to use. I am not an expert at using an awl, so my technique may not be the most effective or efficient, but my best results have been with multiple sheets of paper, pulling up the area I'm working with, and using a twisting motion. If you're not careful, you can accidentally go too deep with the awl and have a larger hole than you want. Also, this technique can leave upraised paper on the opposite side, which may not be the look you're going for. Here we have the sewing materials. There are curved and straight needles, both of which are used to sew the binding of books. There is no difference in function between the two, merely personal preference. There is also a thimble, which can be put on the thumb or forefinger of the hand not holding the needle, and will prevent you from pricking yourself with the point. There is also waxed thread, which is stiffer than normal embroidery type thread, and which is waxed to prevent unwanted knotting when pulling the thread through, making it easier to sew. This is a binder clip. These are used to steady multiple signatures being the name for the folded sheets, so they'll stay put and aligned. To use, pull the wings down and apply pressure, which will open up the clamp and allow you to place the signatures inside. Here is the glue brush. PVA glue is the type of glue used for bookbinding, and the glue brush is used to apply the glue in some non-sewn methods. The signatures are bound with their spines all exposed, and the glue is brushed on those exposed edges. Here are the various everyday materials included in your kit. An unsharpened pencil is included, though if you have your own pencil preferences, such as I do for mechanical pencils, there isn't really any marked differences. This is the included ruler, useful for marking off equidistant points for sewing and for measuring exact amounts of thread. These are the scissors included, which are good for trimming or cutting bound pages. Finally, here is the razor blade, which can be extended by pushing up on the black grip. The sharp edge is not the furthest edge, but instead is located on the left edge when facing you. The blade is then retracted in the same way it was extended, by pushing down on the black grip. And there you have it, a quick rundown of the materials in your kit and their intended uses for bookbinding.